This morning's subject revolves around you can't get rid of your friends. And what that means is for many years, I chewed tobacco for many, many years. I kept it very discreet. Very few people knew that I did it, but I would still do it. It was an addiction that I had every day, and I had it for over 18 years. Started very young and had it for over 18 years. And I tried to quit many times. Yeah, I tried. As my mentor would say, we try peas and carrots, but we don't try business or stopping addictions. That we must be committed to doing. However, I was in the trying mode. I tried a lot, and every time I tried, I failed, because you don't try to overcome something. You commit yourself to doing it. You don't try to become financially free. You commit yourself to it. Anyway, let's come back to this. You can't get rid of your friends. You see, I tried for many years. I would sometimes stop for a week or two and felt good about myself for 7 days, and then managed to hit 2 weeks, and oh man, I was doing really good until I got around some of my friends that indulged in it and opened up a container and handed it to me and said, help yourself. I did. You see, just as that impacted me, so does the scarcity mindset. If you allow people with scarcity mindset to affect you, you'll continue having that. If you're listening to a person that is so not going where you want to go, and you take advice from that person, you'll keep having the same results as that person did, and that's exactly what I did. Now, I'm not talking about friends as in people. When I talk about friends here, I want to be very clear. I'm talking about the tobacco. It wasn't my friends that handed me the open container that totally did the damage. It was that tobacco was still my friend. And as long as it was my friend, I couldn't get rid of it. As soon as somebody opened a container and handed my friend over and I could smell it, it was, that smelled so good. And I put some more of that nasty stuff in my mouth. It was my friend. I couldn't get rid of it. The day that it quit being my friend was the day I never had a desire for it again. I'm not going to say that there's not days, their memories come back, and for just a split second, it crosses my mind of what it was like to have that, but not a desire. There's memories, but not a desire to do that. That was the day that it was no longer my friend. I don't hate it, and I certainly don't hate somebody else that uses it. That's their business, totally their business. It just wasn't my lifestyle. It wasn't the type of lifestyle that I wanted, walking around with that type of stuff hanging out of your mouth. It just, didn't appeal to me. I knew that wasn't my standards, but I had started it and thought I couldn't quit. And I had heard people talk about quitting is very hard. You can't quit. And guess what? I believed it. And by believing it, I lived up to it. And yes, it was hard until I made an all-out commitment. And when I made that commitment, it was over. Now, scarcity mindset. For many people, it's your friend. Whoa, wait a minute here, Al. What do you mean scarcity mindset's my friend? I've been trying to overcome that for 5 years. I know. But you see, somewhere in your mind, you still believe that you're a better person because you're poor. You're not like these rich people. We know the story of Lazarus and the rich man. You know how Lazarus came and wanted some food, and rich man wouldn't give it to him, and that night they both died, and rich man went to hell and Lazarus went to heaven. And so we hear those stories, and we blame money. It wasn't money, it was the love of money. You see, the rich man had the love of money in his heart. Therefore, he didn't give Lazarus anything. He even desired the crumbs that fell from his table, and I don't think it says that it was given to him. He had the love of money. But let me be very clear before all of you that don't have much are proud of yourself that you don't. I've seen more people that are broke with the love of money in their heart than I have wealthy people. I'm not trying to protect wealthy people, not at all. I'm just protecting the concept. You see, if the enemy can convince you that you're better and holier because you're broke, you'll impact much less people in a positive way because you really don't have resources to do anything with. Let's take a look at Paul the Apostle. He tells people to do business with, and I forget the lady's name, I think it might have been Linda, tells them to do business with this lady as she supported his ministry with her currency, with her money, her resources. He said, do business with her, help her out, support her. He told that in the church, to support her, help her do well. She's already been doing well, but just he encouraged them to do more business because she was using her money in a good way. Hear me, guys. She was using her money in a good way. She was supporting his ministry. He asked the people to support her business, and he did it in church. In his sermon, he asked them because it was written. Okay, so if scarcity mindset is your friend, you'll never get rid of it. You won't get rid of your friends. Any addiction that we have, if that addiction is your friend, you will not get rid of your friends. You'll keep your friends with you. You might boast about it. Say, oh, I hate this. I'm going to get rid of this thing. I'll stop this. Yeah, right. You'll keep it. It's your friend. You can't get rid of your friends. Once you hate this thing that is not supporting you, you'll overcome it. Now, I'm not talking about people. Please hear me. Not saying hate people. Not suggesting that at all. But there might be people that are carrying attitudes that doesn't serve where you're going. And as you can certainly hate the attitude, but not the person. It must be very clear to have a distinction there. However, we have that at so many levels. Food. Some people eat to live and others live to eat. It's their friend, and they haven't conquered it. And so they won't get rid of that habit as long as it's their friend. There's many, 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 many things. People tell me, I need to quit watching as much social media. Well, once it's no longer your friend, you will. But until then, you won't. You'll just keep talking about it. You'll keep bragging about it. The person says, I'm going to do well. I'm going to do very well. All the things that keeps them from doing well are still a bigger friend than the idea of doing well financially. So as long as those things that keep them from doing well are a bigger friend than the thought process of living in abundance and being all that God's called you to be, then you're going to do the first, play below your God-given means. How many friends do you have that don't serve you? And I'm not talking about people. How many friends do you have that doesn't serve you? Secret addictions, lust, social media, your phone, any addictions, whatever it might be. It doesn't make you a good or bad person. It doesn't make you a lesser person because you're afflicted by some of the things I just mentioned. It just means that you have another day today as an opportunity to turn that friend into a foe, into an enemy, so that you quit holding it close. You quit nurturing it. You quit giving it space in your heart. You quit giving it space of your time. You quit giving it space in your head. You start charging it rent in your head, and it moves out of your head. Some of you guys have your head completely full with unnecessary garbage, and you're not charging a dime of rent. They're all squatters. The scarcity mindset. What do people think of me? Will people like me? I'll bet this person doesn't like me anymore. I'll bet you, I wonder what they were saying. All that valuable time is wasted because your finicky ego is your most favorite friend, and you can't get rid of it. But once you make that a foe, you'll get rid of it rather quickly. And then all of a sudden, you start charging rent to all those unnecessary thoughts that are squatters in your head. I had a squatter in one of my rental houses, and when I got back in, about a week ago, looking at the house, I just laughed. When they finally left, probably left a dumpster full, if not quite, but close, of garbage there. And so, yeah, there'll be some job security for someone to get it cleaned up. But these poor people they have no idea that living in scarcity, poverty, and way below their God-given means is their best friend. They hate their lifestyle, but love the things they do that creates the lifestyle. And folks, that is the truth for most of us. We don't like our lifestyle, but love the things that keep us in that lifestyle. It's time to step up. It's time to be all that you can be. It's time to be all that God has called you to be, and start looking at all those secret little friends that you have that shouldn't be your friends. Make them your foe, and you'll have room for the abundance that God has given you. Thank you, guys. Make it a great day, and do me a favor. As always, remember, don't settle for less than who you are. May God bless you.